You answer it. Oh my god. Do you really think... Is it really possible that Agnes was human once? Why would they have done that? All of that? No wonder she has this too. I don't know. And right now, I don't care. We just have to find her mainframe and put a stop to all of this. Well, those coordinates from the manager's terminal. I think I might know how to decipher them. I suppose it's time I told you the truth about why I came to the Commonwealth to begin with. When we met, I told you that I was here because I was running away from home. Obviously, after what happened at the radio station, I'm sure you figured out that's not the full story. That man, Alex, he didn't come after me because I'd run away. Not exactly. He came after me because he sent me here. And I didn't come back. I'm sorry about that. It was just so hard to get away from that place, to really leave it. That I guess I wanted to pretend that it never existed. It's Agnes. That's what they sent me here to find and bring back home. She's more than she seems. More than a digital personal assistant, or whatever the posters and those demonstrations said she was. I don't know. All mission barometers are strictly need to know. And I am not allowed to ask. To locate her physical mainframe and source code and bring it, plus any necessary technology back with me to my home. Bellwether. There's a broadcasting tower to the far north of here. I know exactly where it is. There's a shack nearby with a lot of radio equipment. Once we're there, I should be able to find a way to decipher these broadcast coordinates. I'll put the coordinates on your Pip-Boy. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to know? I'm sorry again about what happened. I should have known they'd find me eventually. Yeah, that is Kat. My sister. You mean when she went catatonic? Her keeper was killed right in front of her. She felt like she had no voice, no sight, no understanding, no function. Let me ask you something. That device you wear on your arm, Pip-Boy, right? When you turn its wheels and push its buttons, do you believe you are giving it orders to follow? To my people, it's exactly the same thing. A keeper operates his herald as you would a computer terminal, or any tool at your disposal. A rifle left unattended harms no one. It is the hands that grasp it that kill. From the mountain, the keeper curls his fingers, and from the valley, his herald makes a fist. Because a herald is an emblem, a sign of the world to come. The priests say that the ante-Finum era, the world that was, ended because the thread of order had frayed. The veil of humanity, ripped into halves by aimless minds and degenerate hands. And he who hopes for a stitch must learn to relish the needle, lest the mender become wrath, and cut more threads for lack of faith. You're wrong if you think it's been anywhere near that simple for me. At the end of the day, I'm the one who has to decimate the village, even if I don't decide which. I'm the one who takes a life, even if I don't decide whose. There's really very little I'd like to discuss about that man. No. I should have let a bullet loose into his skull the moment I saw him in that radio station. I'm still so angry with myself that I didn't. That I couldn't. Yes, she was raised as I was, for the same function. Until the radio station, I had ever seen her outside of Bellwether. Our missions were always separate, as was our training. When we were both 14, I saw her return from an assignment, shot through the stomach, almost bled out entirely. I tried to sneak into the sick bay and see if she was alright, but the healer got me and tracked me off to my keeper. I was confined to the clear room for 2 weeks. After she was released from the sick bay, they did the same to her. An acrylic cube, 8 by 8 feet, suspended by a wire, 100 feet above the ground, right in the center of the city. Nothing inside, but a slit for air, a single bottle of water, and a bucket. When I was 7, I was caught stealing contraband from a captive. That got me 3 days up in the clear. I remember sitting up there, staring out over the city walls and imagining that the air beneath me was water, and that the cube was a ship that could take me somewhere. Anywhere, really. As long as it was far, far away. It was a book. Pirate Girl and the Seven Seas. Just a stupid book for stupid children. I am still trying to understand that. My people are my family. Were. There's really very little I'd like to discuss. The most important thing that you need to know is that I am not going back. It is orderly, as opposite of a wasteland as it gets. For everything a purpose, for everyone a function. A good way out west. Not nearly far enough. Let's just say that if I'd found a boat before I found Agnes, I'd be somewhere in the Atlantic right now. Maybe even if I hadn't found a boat. Because of her. Yes. She's become, I don't know, a friend. I've never had a friend before. Affinity that reaches beyond one's purpose is forbidden. When I started this mission 2 months ago, I had no idea who she was or what she was like. I definitely didn't know she used to be alive. A person. There's no way I'm handing her back to the priests. Not now. What would you like to know? Anti-venom. Before the end. Post-venom. After. As for the priests, they shall number 5 in all. Because Earth could surely not sustain the power of a 6th. Look, I didn't write this stuff, alright? They did, I think. There's a broadcasting tower to the far north of here. There's a shack nearby with a lot of radio equipment. I'll put the coordinates on your Pip-Boy. Before we go, lead the way.